today on how to make an impact on a situation is the coordination between individuals, the respect for everybody and what they're doing, and just organizing and knowing where things are and where to turn to quickly. And that can be literally the difference between life and death.
The first time I took the class, I felt shaky about my certification. But it wasn't because of how the class was portrayed, but it seems to have been upgraded in that now it's methodical and easy, and I love keeping things simple, and I totally get it, and I'm ready to be that first responder, the incident commander.
I now realize that you can become part of the solution and not be part of the problem by contributing in any way that's needed.
I think that understanding of knowing a little bit more about kind of what my limits might be in an emergency situation, so that I don't necessarily engage and become part of the problem. I can actually be helpful, and understanding that a little bit more clearly is important.
Oh, well, we can clearly make it, our thoughts, our attitudes are really important about how we deal with a situation. And this is just one where it'll allow us to think things through ahead of time so that we're sort of prepared for an incident.
Pensar en prepararse es lo que ha cambiado mi forma de pensar. Estar más preparado y para poder tener menos riesgos.
Well, I think by using BERT until first responders arrive, I think that's where our biggest point is going to be. I think you're very lucky in the States. You have tremendous facilities, tremendous resources, fantastic trained, highly trained people, and we have similar resources on a very much smaller scale, and they do the very best they can with what they've got. And I think there is a huge gap between when a first responder is likely to arrive in the Caribbean as opposed to when first responder is likely to arrive here in the States. The plan next is to approach influential people who have the brains to understand that first response is really a luxury that the States have, that first response can be there in a day or 2 days or 3 days, and that's a long time for the States. Whereas for the Caribbean, you have a hurricane, you could be without electricity for 2 weeks, 4 weeks. You could be without fresh water for the similar period of time. Food. They have to put the Marines to guard food sources and food supplies. So the tremendous self-preparation that's required in St. Martin and the whole Caribbean, tremendously different. So I think by introducing BERT into the Caribbean, people will be much happier that their families as well as their businesses will have the ability to survive and the ability to recover as opposed to their current situation.